All right, we start. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Oh, sorry, that was a bad idea. Okay, welcome, guys. Welcome back to Boxmining. My name is Michael.
My name is Ron.
Okay, it's great to see you guys again. We've been hand gesturing. Hope you read the sign language. Hope you've been good.
Yeah.
If you're coming in, say hi. Sorry if I'm blowing out your ears. The audio. It was a rush start.
It was a rush start. Yeah.
So we're just saying yesterday we finally broke 100K for Bitcoin. And then we're seeing some crazy exciting action. Whether you consider this exciting depends on your current, how over leveraged you are, but hopefully your guys are not. But so far what we've seen yesterday is we've smashed past 100K with ease. This was meant to be a psychological resistance because 100K is just a big barrier. I actually talked to a lot of Bitcoiners and they're saying, yeah, 100K, I'm going to cash out a bit, 10, 20%. But if every whale cashes 10, 20% at 100K, that's going to be messed up. So yesterday we smashed through past that with ease. We held above 100K for a while before very, very quickly dumping back down. This was very well expected. I mean, if you didn't see this coming, I don't know, man. Like this was coming, but of course, this was a little bit savage for people on leverage trades. There was a sudden drop all the way down to 9,300.
89,000. Yeah.
Oh, really? It actually dropped. On some exchanges, it dropped even lower.
On Bybit, yeah, it did.
Oh, that leverage, the destruction of leverage. So, this was, you can see this dip, that only really happened in less than 1 hour. All right, but this was devastating to a lot of traders, and you have to watch out for this. This is why we named this episode. You have to get ready. Right, you have to expect these sort of things coming up, and you have to expect the story of these things coming up. So, guys, tell me, were you surprised? Were you were you caught in this? Because this is what happened, basically liquidation. So, in terms of liquidations, there was over $303 million of liquidations in that 1 hour. But there's actually more than that. Like, let's just look at Bitcoin futures data. Let's see, where's how liquidations? Ooh, BTC. Oof. Real-time exchanges. So yes, liquidations happened, and it happened fast. Let's see, long. And you can see the short to long ratio as well. There's a lot of leverage on the markets right now. Look at that. That's $25 billion worth of leverage right now. That's not a small number, by the way. That is lots of volume. And you can see that the volumes have really picked up for in this period of time for leverage trading because people, let's go to liquidation map. That's a little bit easier. Let's see, like liquidations past 12 hours. Yeah, long liquidations. $411 million liquidated. Short liquidations, not so much. But this is actually extremely devastating for people, essentially, that have positions that liquidate on, let's say, for example, they set 9,000, right? Let's say like they set now 9,000 and the price suddenly dips to 90,000 and then it suddenly dips to 89,900.
Yeah.
That position is going to close, right? And then you're going to automatically buy. But then when you buy the market, you're gonna sell the market, sorry. So let's say, for example, you have a long position expecting Bitcoin to go up even further here. You're setting your stop loss or your liquidations at maybe $90,000. So when Bitcoin dumps like this, the exchange is going to see, oh yeah, you're going to be forced liquidated, right? You're going to force to close that position, in which place you effectively buy at that position. But I sell at that position. Sorry, my English not so great right now. But you're going to sell at that position. But the problem is then the price of Bitcoin goes up, and now you lost money. right? So a lot of people potentially lost a lot of money through this, and this is something we have to watch out for. This is something that I've also warned you guys when we first started the channel, because it's the first thing that actually happened to me when I traded. I told you there was a flash crash for Ethereum from $10 to $2 and $1, and that killed me. And this is the same position here. So be very, very careful, guys, on this. But this perfectly explains why there was a sudden dip and a sudden recovery as well, because the market overall is looking great.
Yeah.
It's looking fantastic, right?
If anything, now's the best time to be doubling down more.
Yeah.
I'll show you why. I've done a lot of research. I mean, if you haven't seen Alpha Drop, we cover stuff like these every day, and it's playing out very well. Like our plan into how we're gonna scale into the bull run next year. So this is a blessing in disguise for those who wants to stack more Bitcoin. I mean, the huge buyback after that 89,000 crash.
That was actually really fast. Let me go from the 1 hour chart to, let's say, go to a 15-minute chart, right?
Yeah.
Like this movement up was very fast, but this was very savage. This dump, sir. I'm just gonna stop clicking the mouse now. I'm gonna drink some coffee. It's actually not coffee, it's kombucha.
Kombucha tea? Yeah, even on the 5-minute, you can see the liquidations got hunted, especially for those who opened a market order after 100K.
So the conclusion here is that this market is extremely noob unfriendly. This is like, if you're new to crypto and you're like, oh, you listen to some guys and say, oh, you should leverage. Okay, it goes above 100K, you leverage trade, you do a 10x trade there, all your money's gonna be gone.
If you don't know what you're doing.
If you don't know what you're doing. So this is where you need to be prepared. I feel like this is where it separates the people who make money in crypto and the people who don't make money. Because a lot of people get confused. They're like, oh, people don't make money in crypto. No, you dumbass. You dumbass. Like, okay, like people make a ton of money, all right? If you look at the overall market cap of crypto, there's no other asset. This is the total market cap for all cryptocurrency coins, and it just goes up, and we are at the peak. We're at the top right now. There's no one. So if you invested in any point in time and you invested smartly in any point of time, you should be making money, right? That's there's a big misconception. A lot of my friends are like, oh yeah, like people lost all their money here and they've never got it back. Dude, if you had a diverse portfolio, you would perform.
Yes.
Right? That's the issue, right? Like Bitcoin's at an all-time high, right? If you bought Bitcoin at any point in time previously, 2018 doesn't matter, 2021 doesn't matter, 2022 it doesn't matter. You're really making money. You're gonna be laughing your way to the bank right now, right? But the problem here is that you don't want to get liquidated by like a 10x long when things go here. So you have to just be very, very careful. Sorry if I'm being punishing, but I'm extremely like, I guess the thing with this channel is I've been punished so many times by the market that, you know, I just want to make you guys aware. And it's one of the, you know, advantages of watching this channel is that sometimes, you know, we share the mistakes that we made so you don't have to make them, rather than pretending to be ultimate gurus that understand everything and click these buttons and you'll win. We share, okay, these are our experiences. We've been through the rough times, right? And now we're in the good times, right? So that's what we're trying to do. Ron, you want to say something about the markets as well?
Yes. Okay, let me switch Windows capture first. There's not this one. Okay, wait. Yes. So the title of this video, right? Get ready for 2025 bull run. I think a lot of people are closely monitoring Bitcoin's dominance, comparing that with altcoin dominance. And here is what I think. I think this is dominance. So the past week specifically, we've had a big dip from 60%. I don't know what happened to my drawing. Someone is messing with my account. But the support for the Bitcoin dominance is around this level here, between 57% and 55%. Now we're dipping below that region. And I think until June, it'll still be, at least June 2025, it'll still be a BTC cycle. A lot of traders are focusing on the TradFi people. If they're gonna be coming into crypto, they're gonna be focusing on Bitcoin first because with their position, with their size, Bitcoin's ROI is the most stable compared to a lot of other altcoins. But for the crypto native people, when you think of Bitcoin dominance going down, you see altcoin dominance going up, right? And specifically, this is the others dominance. So this is altcoins outside of the top 10 in terms of crypto market cap. And you can see this was the 2021 bull run that we had for alts, right? This was the mini alt season we had earlier this year. And those were large deviations that occurred. Basically, that was the euphoria phase. So this was the euphoria phase for 2021. This was the euphoria phase for earlier this year. Now I've learned that around this time when, and this is whenever it makes like an equal high pattern, that's when you want to be scaling out of your position. And that's what I think is going to, what I'm going to plan to do when alt dominance reaches between 12.5% and 15%. It's hard to say. It's hard to say if we'll ever reach this position ever, just because Bitcoin is just so strong compared to alts. But that doesn't mean there's no opportunity to see really high ROIs for certain alts. So the key is to diversify your portfolio, but I think the technique here is to pick what kind of alts you want to be diversifying into. Not every alt will pump. You need to select certain key narratives that have strategic partnerships outside of Web3, right? So real world asset is one of them.
Yeah, and it fits the narrative. That's actually very interesting data to look at, right? There's basically like double peak formation that happens before the alts come up. So we have plenty of questions, basically, alts versus Bitcoin, or I'll play altcoins, right? And what cycle are we in? Now, it's a hard strategy to pick, and it really, yet again, this is why we start every video with "we're not your financial advisor," yada yada, and we are not, because everyone has a different strategy, and you'll see when you watch our videos that I have a very different strategy from Ron. Right? Our goals are very, very different. Our risk profile is very, very different.
Yeah.
For example, I want to hold on to a lot more I'm more risk averse, right? Typically because I'm a little bit older. I've been through a few cycles, so I do have capital, and then I don't want to lose all that, right? Because it will take multiple cycles to get that back again, right? So for me, having a large position in Bitcoin is absolutely necessary.
Yes.
So I get asked this question all the time, like, should I buy Bitcoin, should I buy alts, right? And it really depends on where you are. But like, say for example, Ron, he just started. He's much younger, right? He can make that money back in no time. So having a strong altcoin portfolio is like not, it's actually quite good for you, right? And that's the unexpected thing you heard me say last year, right? I was like looking at your situation. I'm like, this is not financial advice, but if I was in your shoes, I'll go YOLO.
Yeah, and which I did this entire year.
Yeah, and it worked.
It worked.
It worked.
It wored.
It worked. So that should like a lot of people get ask me that question, but like to answer that question, it really depends on who you are. But like that's how it goes. Yeah, guys, leave a comment for what questions you want to ask and what our take on the market is. There's a lot of questions smaller altcoins as well, so I want to just say hi and answer some of those questions too on the stream, and just give you guys up to date on basically what you need to know before 2025. This is like the focus of the video. So one thing you need to know is flash crashes. Like this does happen. The Bitcoin flash crash was definitely sorry, I need to switch the window capture device to the other Chrome, right? The BTC USD, Michael. So this flash crash, definitely something you'll want to watch out for. It's just give me a sec. Big T is this one. Right, there you go. So this is something you definitely want to watch out for. I was caught in one of these when I first started crypto in 2016. A big flash crash, especially if you're on a leveraged position. This is something that you got to make the necessary corrections for. So to deal with this, there are some tools some people use. Say for example, a stop loss. So if you're have a stop loss here, you might actually prevent this from happening. That could be a possibility. Or your leverage may not be that strong. So that could be another possibility too. But this is something that you have to prepare for, because this is an ultimate slap in your face, because Bitcoin price dips, and then instantly it pumps back up again. It's almost like it's never happened.
Yeah.
Right? Like if it's almost like there's a giant storm and then it's gone.
Yeah.
Right? But the problem is, it's like your position might be gone. You might have lost all your money.
Because it's a contract. It says if it hits this price, your account will be wiped out if you don't set any stop loss.
Yeah, exactly. So that's something to be very, very mindful of. But I do see overall on the markets that we're really strong. The fact that we were hunted here, this was basically the market trying to play out the over leveraged traders, and then going back into a strong a pump. Actually, I would say this is like a pumping back up. Right, that's actually a really good sign that the overall market condition is really strong. So getting ready is very necessary. Reading up on all the narratives. We have a very big video coming up on this channel about the narratives that are happening in crypto, and that's something that you really need to watch out for. So make sure you keep that in mind.
Yes.
All right, cool. So let's talk a little bit about news. Something that was quite interesting was the Hawk token got released. That was picking up on YouTube.
I already knew that this was gonna be a flop. Because first of all, 2 weeks ago, the Hawk Tool girl posted the token address already. So even if they're not gonna bundle themselves, there's gonna be snipers out there sniping and bundling those tokens. So yeah, what happened was it hit to 500 mil. Then
wait, let's okay. So she's really popular right now with not just she came from the meme, the Haktua meme, but that she has Taktua, which is now the third most popular podcast on Spotify. So very, very strong influencer background. She made her own coin called Hawk, and Hawk. Let's search that up. Next screener launched yesterday. So I think this is actually quite fun to just discuss, because there's actually a lot to learn from here. Let me just describe what happened, and then we'll recap it with Ron or Hawk. We always like to jump a little bit forward. Hawk here. Here we go. Hawk 2. So Hawk launched yesterday, and the price was was astronomical. And this really goes to show why you should look at something not in terms of the price of a particular coin, because it shoots up to 5 cents and it goes back to 0.03 cents, right? It doesn't really make a lot of intuitive sense, but it makes a lot more sense if you look at the market cap. So it goes from 500 million market cap to 32 million market cap. So it lost how much? Like 95% of its value from its very peak.
Yeah.
So if people who bought here, if they're trying to be early, but you're not early, if you bought here, you would have ended up potentially at this market cap and then lose 95% of your value.
Yeah.
Okay, so talk about the launch, because it sounds like a disaster.
She owned 97% of the supply through bundling different wallets. So it's doomed to happen like this. If those wallets don't take profit, then it can be a fair play. But you can already tell with these two candles, they're taking profit. They took profit already. Gone. Bye-bye. Sayonara.
But I also feel like this is a situation where like people really need to start looking at market caps and start calculating, because like who would buy? I guess it's within a 1 minute time frame, right? I guess that's the only rational explanation for this. It's like, oh, people set their buy orders, but they didn't set it correctly, and then they just bought like blindly. They thought they were early. I guess that's the only way to think about it. Like, this is the 1 minute chart, right? So it launches, all the bots scoop in, and this is 100% expected. All right. Then it buys, and then people keep just slamming the button, I guess.
Yeah.
Right? Without considering what the current price is. Because if you think about it, right? You're buying something at 500 million market cap. Like, that's not a small number. Right? That's a massive, gigantic number. Like, for a company, like, let's say, for example, you're trying to form a new company and you're trying to say, hey, look, I'm going to go VCs. I'm going to evaluate my company. What market cap do you want to be at? You'll be like, oh, I want to be like 10 mil. And then maybe you have to have like 2 or 3 years of business experience, or like most of the times you're raising, either you're raising with and already it's successful, like maybe proof of concept or something like that, and you're only raising for 10 mil, 500 mil evaluation, you actually have to go for a little bit more, right? You might have like 2, 3, 4, 5 years track record before people can be comfortable with that evaluation.
Yeah.
But here it launched in like 2 minutes. Okay, it's not gonna be like 500 mil, right? You haven't done anything, right? Like other than Haktua, you haven't done shit.
Yeah.
But I do believe that, you know, she could hype it up after that. But this was just insane. And this is why you need to look at market cap rather than price. Because price could be misleading, right? It's horrible right now. All right, it's good. But yes,
it's buffering.
It's buffering. But that's something that's really, really important for you guys to look at. So it's pro tip going forward. Always switch this to market cap and it'll make your life so much easier.
Yes.
You look at any coin, any new coin, old coin, doesn't really matter. Look at it in terms of market cap.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That's don't look at price. Price is misleading.
And then more advanced one is to look at the ratio between market cap and FDV. Let's say, for example, right. This is for altcoins. So generally you want higher than 0.5 for like half market cap, half token already in circulation, then half still locked. That's still considered okay, like for an altcoin, especially if you're a large altcoin. But for the smaller ones, like let's say if you have a market cap of 10 mil, but your FDV is like 900 mil, then that is dangerous.
Dangerous.
Low float.
Low flow, guys. So these are strategies you want to look out for. Yet again, not financial advice, but these are tools for you to just start rationaling and thinking about, you know, how things kind of work in a space. All right. So yesterday we also had a launch of Burnt Finance or Xion. That was a very good farm, and this is something that we should really talk about as well because it's good to be farming because Ron's been farming that. He's been having a good time.
It was so good, dude. Even though with the price right now retracing a little bit, well, maybe half of what the pre-market price was, I'm still up big time.
Yeah, because you got it for free.
Yeah, and this is purely just from playing their testnet and farming Discord.
All right, let me just try to figure this out. Let me see. There we go. Here.
There we go.
All right, let's take a look at what it was. So it was a new coin, Xion, launched yesterday. Launched on Bybit. They actually did a good launch as well. Like the timing was impeccable. Bitcoin breaks 100K, they launch on that exact same day. So what do?
They're basically a walletless blockchain L1. So they're using chain abstraction technology. And I think no one is talking about chain abstraction because they don't think it's sexy. But this is actually a very big deal if you're a crypto native. It's super important for UI UX. And if you want to onboard the rest of the 5.5 billion people who are not in crypto, you need something that is clean. You need a clean interface for them to engage with if you want to bring them onto Web3. So Xion, I've actually used it with the Prometheus because their mainnet launched as well yesterday. I was like, wait, where's the transaction? I don't have to sign. It already went through. So you just click the button and went through. And that's basically what Xion is building. But the more the stronger value proposition is their tech stack for Xion. So a lot of protocols, they're starting it with EVM first, but soon, all right, this is down in the roadmap. They can include other non-EVM chains. So say, for example, Cosmos, right? Let me give you a real example if you are a newcomer in crypto, okay? So you have wallet portfolio trackers like DBank, right? Or Rabi Wallet. You can see all of the holdings you have across all EVM chains. But how do you have it so that you can also include Cosmos portfolio? You can't have them together. That's a lot of APIs to consider in, right? And that'll cost a lot of money to make. Or for example, what if you have Polkadot, right? So I'm trying to also find that all-in-one portfolio where you can plug in EVM wallets, you can plug in Cosmos wallets. You can plug in Polkadot wallets, and then another different kind of chains that are not EVM compatible, so that you can just basically read all of your holdings here. For now, we don't have that. We don't have a platform. We don't have a product that does that, unless you use Dune Analytics, but this requires coding knowledge in order to do so, and a bit of cost because there's a lot of API that you can do. So you can actually set up an all-in-one portfolio with Dune Analytics. But newcomers to crypto don't know this. They're probably not going to learn about this. So Xion is basically building that infrastructure so that it's easier for everyone to connect all ecosystems, right? So it's basically solving liquidity fragmentation and UI UX fragmentation. Yeah. So this thread by Mirza covers it very well, or what Xion is about. I think a lot of the people who hate on the project because they didn't qualify for the airdrop, they because yesterday the launch was quite poorly executed because of the lag, and plus they did say the claim would be available before the TGE, but they made it after the TGE. and so based on the price right now, Xion USDT on Bybit. Let's do 15.
Oh, nice. We have people thanking us for a super airdrop as well.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, yesterday was a good airdrop day.
Yes.
We got Xion, we got Supra.
Grass, so many, dude. We're raking so much airdrops. It's crazy. And our viewers made even more money than me in one of the soy airdrop plays.
Nice, nice.
$8,000. That's crazy.
So basically the launch, I mean, look, at this point in crypto, I don't care about launches right there. Oh, not that I don't care, but usually you expect a shit show. I don't think I've seen a single project that launched well, because Hawk, you can probably say, is probably the biggest shit show, going from soaring to nothing. But this is I saw a few people message me like, oh, they can't claim the tokens, everything, but I think they sorted it out. There are still some problems, but I saw some problems here on the chat. People saying that I know Xion says they can't claim Xion OTP. There's still probably issues. But I think most of it's sorted out for people, so you should be able to claim it by now. So, just FYI, you should be able to claim it by now. But basically big shout outs to Xion. That chain abstractions thing is really interesting because it is a big problem. Like, it honestly is. Especially now, I'm looking at multiple wallets. I have funds everywhere because I've tried everything. I have funds everywhere. Having that abstracted away from me, please. So it's one of the things that I think it's solving a problem that actually builds up over time.
Yes, agreed.
It doesn't seem immediately obvious, but it's solving something that's immediately needs to be solved.
It's very overlooked because the more time you spend in crypto, especially on chain, you'll have different wallets lying around, and you don't come back to them until maybe say weeks later or months later.
Yes.
You don't get to monitor your position actively.
Yes.
And you might not know if you actually qualified for an airdrop.
Yep.
Yeah, you might miss for those airdrops. So the claim portal closed. There's no interface for you that lets you know. There's no notification showing you that, oh, you actually qualified for this airdrop. So that's basically what chain abstraction is solving, so that every chain can talk to each other, not just EVM chains.
Yes.
And I think that's very powerful.
And I think something that we want to really highlight right now, there's a lot of feedback as well. So I saw some stuff from feedback, which was really good from, it was from Skylar Gray 111. He says, oh, you're being a little out of touch. Your audience is telling people like they're complete noobs. I feel like it's something that we try to do. We try to make box mining for a wider audience, and I think it's a good feedback point that it's hard to decide where to cast the line.
Yeah.
We stream a lot on Alpha Drop,
yeah.
which is we just take it advanced, right?
Yeah.
We just don't care. We just YOLO the content out.
I think you can tell that my tone is a little bit different.
Yeah, and it's actually not great for us. So it will take maybe a few streams for us to recalibrate back to what a box mining tone should be at. But just a shout out, guys, if you guys want to watch the advanced stuff, So we've been talking to people about airdrops, Supra, Burn Finance, like Xion. There's been infinite content on airdrops, and that's on Alpha Drop. So we'll put the link into the chat here. But that's where everything is at, and it's me and Ron streaming, and Ron and Martin streaming as well, and then. It's been really fun on that channel.
It's really fun. Like the community that we have built on Alpha Drop is insane. Like everyone's talking. It's where the party is at.
I mean, I want Boxmining to be where the party's at. But
I know.
Hey, we're gonna bring it here. But this was our experimentation of edge content, right? So whether or not it was just like, let's just pump up videos every day, sort of vibe, it's a very Michael thing to do. It's a very Michael thing to yo, Ron, let's do a stream right freaking now. Let's do it. Come on Alpha Drop. We also have a spreadsheet on Alpha Drop where if you're interested in airdrops and just basically getting as much money as possible for free. This is our list. We got star systems, we got videos, we got guides, all for you guys as well. Well, this list is really slow right now.
Yeah, we need to clean it up.
And the cleanup is necessary right now. This is why it's a work in progress. It's yeah. But we will get it very clean and sorted out very soon. And that brings us to our next point. Guys, we're trying to build up a bigger team right now. So if you guys use any of our affiliate codes, it really does help us. We have a new competition on Bybit. So basically, we have this one. That's actually not the iPhone giveaway. It's actually a $500 airdrop giveaway. And on top of that, you're also going to get, we're going to do our own giveaway as well for people. So if you guys sign up on Bybit and you reset within the first month you qualify and you watch our streams, we'll do the streams, draws on live, and you can get up to $150 US from our own airdrops on top of what Bybit is giving you right now. So if you guys want to trade on Bybit, they're pretty much the top one right now for both. They're other than Binance, they're number one. But what I do say about Bybit is that they're more advanced, they're faster at listing coins. So it actually gives you more opportunity to buy those coins up before other bigger exchanges list them. So you should definitely sign up for Bybit. It's not, this ain't 2020 anymore. Bybit is badass. I actually didn't want to talk about them for a long time because I thought, oh, everyone's talking about them. Are they legit? But I visited their Singapore offices. You can see one of the videos there. They're super legit now, and they're building so damn fast. Yes. They're actually scaring me how fast they're building, and I've been leveraging their. Actually, they've been leveraging two issues. One is their earn products aggressively, because when people need funds, especially when coins pump. And they need funds, the flexible savings actually goes up quite a lot.
20%.
Yeah, that's crazy. Actually, it's actually up again.
33%.
It's up again. It's actually 33 minus 5.
Yeah.
Or always minus 5 from their percentage. But when the platform needs money, you can use flexi savings. And I do this for any liquid assets I have. If I'm trading or something like that.
Yeah.
If I have liquid assets and they're already at risk anyways, I'm gonna put them on the exchange, and that's what I've been leveraging a lot. And that's been pretty sexy so far. I'll be honest here.
The APR is gonna go higher when the market starts going up because leverage trading is gonna be hot at that time. So a lot of borrowing and lending will happen. So that's how they compensate you with high APR.
And spreadsheet link. The spreadsheet is on Alpha Drop as well. So we'll put the links for everyone here. And if you guys want to support us, there's a Bybit link and there's a BullX tutorial if you guys want to trade meme coins. BullX, you get the early invite as well, and you get 10% off trades. I'll put both the links into this section and the comment section down below as well. All right, and with that, guys, I think that's around it for today's stream, All right, I thank you guys all for watching today. Yet again, it takes a while for us to get everything back in motion, but I'm really excited to see more content with you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, with that, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Shannon out.